Lisa Marie. How are you? I hope you are perfect, whole, and complete. I had a great night's sleep, so I've been traveling. So that jet lag, I know it's not jet lag, but coming from the mountains to the city, you feel jet lagged. And I didn't sleep, like I think almost 24 hours before that, so I was exhausted. I slept all day. Took several naps yesterday, and then I um, I slept for 8 hours, so I'm happy. I didn't work out today. It took me about a few minutes to get back into the workout. Maybe tomorrow, maybe even Thursday. It's okay. I'm good with it, however way it goes. But we are getting back up on that. We have broke the fast officially yesterday, so I'm going to continue to eat well, incorporate more juices into my regimen, and just stay healthy, y'all. I just stay healthy. And this breeze right now, I forget that when I'm in Accra, I live not too far from the ocean. I live near the ocean. I do. I live near the ocean. But I'm in the city. I just want you to know. Because the ocean was here first, and then they put the city. There you go. You can live near the ocean and be in the city. Y'all already know this. But yeah, so I am enjoying my time back. Even though I just got back yesterday, it feels like I've been back 100 years. Now it feels like I've been back for days. Um, and yeah, so I want to kind of talk about, I see a lot of things on the internet, people, either diasporans, even if it's Ghanaian diasporans that are born in Ghana but live abroad and mostly feel more like abroad because they lived here for so long. And I hope you can hear me. If the ear is too much, just let me know. They have their pros and cons of living here and, other diasporans. And this is my advice for somebody that's been here for almost 6 years straight, never left. You gotta find your perfect place by understanding your perfect place. So you gotta find your perfect place by understanding your perfect place. You gotta know you. Another thing too, you gotta know you, but not just you, the you used to be. There's a factor in the you used to be, the you that you were in the U.S. or the U.K. That you, right? And then be open to that you keep changing as well. Especially on the spiritual channel, I could talk about this. As spiritual people, we don't necessarily even call it change. We might say more transformation. And I would say we don't even call it even maybe transformation all the time. We call it growth. Even if you were in the States, hopefully you would grow. Maybe you wouldn't. Maybe being in the same place, kind of, and if you're lucky, which none of us, the world don't work like that, nothing really outside of you changes, then you could probably say, yeah, I could just kind of stay the same. Mm-mm. But when you're abroad, consider that being abroad already means that you're probably different than even the person you were when you were born, or how you grew up as a teen, even if the person that just are leaving the States and coming to here. Just keep in mind that there's certain things that you don't know about yourself in another country. There are things about the States that is inside of you, but there are other things about the States that's not so inside of you. It's just you're used to it, but it's not like you can't get used to something different. The moment you leave one country, I find to live in another country, you already are different. You already are going to be different, and you got to be ready for who am I in Ghana, right? Because you don't know Ghana. This breeze feels so good, but I almost feel like you're not gonna be able to hear me. So you got to think to yourself. And let me turn on this light too. It's overcast. You gotta think to yourself, who am I in Ghana? Who am I? Who am I in France? Who am I? Whatever country you choose it, who am I in that one? Who do I need to be? What comes out of me living abroad? What comes out of me living away from people that I used to know? That changes a lot of times who you are. Sometimes when you're staying in the same place, you don't even get a chance to know who you are because you do everything the same. Every holiday, you go over to a family's house. During the holiday, you all do the same type of rituals. You have the same friends. You go to hang out with the same people that's in the same economic status as you, or the same people that you fall in love, the same people that are in the educational status as you. Like everything that you think you are in the States, I promise you, you may not be, and you may not want to be. You might actually love being away from everything that's so-called you. Because a lot of times there's a lot of growth in that sameness. You don't really get to grow. So the first thing I think you should do when you move to another country is literally move to another country. Not even just let go, allow for what is to take place in the new country called you. The you. What is you? Allow. There's a you. There's another you. There's another you. But it may not be that different from the you that you used to be. It may be about incorporating different parts of yourself in this new place. That's the key. If I can say any key, that's the key. Thank you. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you, darling, too. That is the key. If I can't say anything else, y'all, listen to this. And this is spiritual, but it makes sense too. It's practical. So there's a you that you've known all your life. But the people around you help you to maintain who you are, right? People around you, the atmosphere, the weather, like I said, the school you went to, the activities that you do. You really say, oh, this is me. This is who I am. Again, I'm not taking it away that it's not necessarily you, but move to another country and find that freedom. There's a freedom to say, wait, who am I really? Am I really my mother's child that was 7, but now I'm 37? Am I really into the same political ideas and thoughts? That will absolutely change. What goes on in the States politically, meaning who you are politically, you're not going to hold on to that so much because you're in a whole nother place that after a while you kind of forget that world. I'm not scaring you. I'm telling you this is kind of a beautiful thing. You kind of forget that world. Hey, it's Jasmine. You kind of forget that world and you actually allow yourself to be in this world. I'm going to say something that might be a little even interesting to hear, but you deserve to be a new you. You deserve to not have to have it the way it was. You're not looking at it in the right way. A lot of times you think you're giving something up. You're being disloyal to yourself, to who you are. You're actually being disloyal to who you could become when you don't allow yourself to be something different. And when you get into a new environment, if you allow it, instead of fighting it and trying to make it be who you are from where you're from, you could actually discover parts of yourself that you absolutely would thank the Most High and say, wow, I would have never known this is me, or I like this, or I like this too. Because you never had the opportunity. You never had these things given to you. You never, even me, like when I talk to y'all, I remember this from the first year I came to Ghana. And I would try to have a conversation different ways, and I was like I was talking another language. Because y'all no longer really understood me in the same way, and I probably didn't understand you almost in the same way. Those everyday U.S. things are not on my mind. It's a disconnection, but it's not bad. To disconnect is not bad because it's a connection to something else. It's just that you reconnected or you connected to something different, and it's the different sides of you, the different parts of you. I can't subscribe to those same things over there. It wouldn't actually be conducive for me. It wouldn't be good for my survival here. It wouldn't even be good for my happiness. Letting go of that way of being, thinking, operating, working, going to work, doing the thing, being a certain way, taking a side, being on. I have no side here. The only side is mine. So let me tell you this part. At the same time, there's people here that has their ways, and it's the NDC or the MPP. These are the Democrats and the Republicans. I have no stake in that either. I can exist in a different way because I don't really have a stake in any of it. In some ways, but at the same time, I do. I can become who I want to be by sitting with myself and learning who I am now. In this place where I am, not where I was. So what I learned about myself, I had to give you the context. What I learned about myself is, I've said it before and I say it again, I'm a little bit country, I'm a little bit rock and roll. It means I need the countryside and I need the city, and I don't have to choose. I don't have to choose between one or the other. It's not either or. Very Eurocentric concept. It's and both. A very African concept that's African in its purity, African without colonization or Eurocentric ways of being, right? Of rightness. Not because the average African may think either or as well. We're talking about a concept rooted in ideology, but ancient ideology before the white man came, so to speak. I need both. I don't have to choose. And then the thing is down there, that's a brave thing to say. I want both. I have people that's diasporans that is all about forget the city and I'm going up to the countryside and this is what I'm going to do, but then they also going to travel around the world. I want to have both. I want to have my apartment in Accra and I want to have my country life, my not just my country apartment in a village, because it is true about renting from other people, even in the village, anywhere. They could die, really. They could leave. They could go find another job. It could, whatever happens, that they could sell the building. The same stuff could happen. Or their family could come and collect the property. I definitely am going to build something because since I like the countryside, why don't I like my own space in my own way instead of paying rent to someone else? That's just a personal decision, but it actually one that makes sense. See, I'm sensible too. When I went back and I got to talk to this diasporan brother, which is so wonderful, just really knowledgeable in a lot of those things, I made me realize that, I'm worried about this guest house that I'm not there for to do anything with. So why pay money for that when I could just, and then I have this other apartment next door and I was going to get another two. And he said, why don't you just build your own, which is true. See, let me tell you why I tell you that part of the story is it's about expanding your mindset. It's about expanding what is and what could be. That's what moving from one place to another, especially one country to another, one continent to another. It's expanding your mindset. I think about it. I'm not laughing, but the names will all say, why would you want to own his whole building? Not own it, but have his apartments when you could just be putting this all into your own thing. And I kept saying, well, the commitment. No, the commitment's been made. You already decided to be in the country for 6 years. You're committed. The thing is, you got to be willing to dismantle your old way of being, your old thoughts. Even if they were working for you at some point, maybe they never really were, but it doesn't matter. If they felt that they were, then they were working for you. And be willing to say, wait, I only hold on to this because I still, in some ways, I created it. It's what I said I wanted. It's what I said I wanted back. You don't want that anymore. You still want countryside, you still want city side, but let's do it in a way that you could do it where you could build it and leave forever. It's still yours. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about somebody calling you about the rent. You don't have to worry about none of it. Let go. Build you something great. And have your countryside life the way you want it, when you want to go up there, when you feel like it. So this way you're not wasting money paying rent for a whole season. I don't particularly want to be in the countryside during the dry season. I want to be in the countryside during the rainy season. Spirit said, well, why not? Nobody can tell you that's right or wrong. You know what works for you. You know what works for your body, so you make it happen. Build you something so when you go, you're not worried about 6 months you're not there. And if somebody else wants to be there, you'll be happy because it's yours. Also, though, my friend, I don't think he has any interest in having a place in the city. I absolutely need a place in the city. Where am I going to be during the dry season? I'm going to be in the city or traveling to other neighboring countries. I had to go back and forth to understand that. And then, but let me tell you, that's what happens when you understand yourself enough to allow yourself to change. Some people are scared, right? I want to change. And you don't even know why you don't want to change. You've just been that way for so long. You don't want to keep making stupid mistakes. I mean, maybe it worked for a while, but you got to learn from something and grow. It's all about growth, no matter which end you're looking at it from. And I had to go back and forth to realize, okay, wait, I would like the countryside really in the rainy season because I don't like the dry season and all the dust because I'm allergic to it and it bothers me. I don't like that dry heat with the dust. I don't want that. What I do love is the rainy season. Absolutely. Love it. Oh, just embrace it. I'm going to build my own space, just like the brother did. I can build that same apartment, but make the apartments that's attached to the one I live in way smaller. I can do exactly what the landlord did, but on a smaller scale, because it's not needed with all that space. And then I can rest my mind knowing that I'm not paying rent for something I'm not there for, but I still have my countryside life, and I can rent it out when I'm gone, bona fide rent it out, so I'm not even worried about me needing to be there all the time. But I still need my city life. I'm a girl. I mean, I'm a girl. I'm a girl. What does that mean for me? Could that mean something for you? I like nails done, and I like access to things, and I like going out, and I like going to shows. Oh, you're gonna see me do all of that. I like a central place that I can go jump off place everywhere I want to go. I like the convenience of the city. I like the pulse. I like the creativity that it gives me because I see different things. I like the sense of freedom. I want to wear what I want. You know, I want to express myself in the way that I want to. Like, I want to have access to hairdressers and, you know, little cute little things I like, and African markets. And I love the city. But I love the country, but just for different reasons. And let's make sure, I know I got my moderators here. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much for knocking them out the box, child. We love that. Yes, we love that. We love that. And Kish Money, I wanted to acknowledge you. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you won't change who you are for someone else. Oh, no. You like access to both. Yes. Me too. Nails, hair, body, all that. Yes. It's funny. I got in this so I got in yesterday morning, but this morning I got a chance to really bathe. And bathe to me is the whole 9 yards. See, my skin is shiny from my products that I bought from the market, you know, the Saturday market, right? Like, I wouldn't even put all these smell goods on in the countryside. First of all, it's going to attract bugs in another. It's a whole other life, y'all. It's a whole other life. It's going to attract bugs in a way that you don't really need it to do. You get what I'm saying? It's not. It doesn't call for a lot. That's why I had to cut my nails. But breaking, there's no way I could have it fixed. Ain't nobody doing no dips over there. You know, I had to just cut them all off because I didn't have the care. So I mean, I would not wear my nails like this. You know, like a little longer. I kept the one that didn't break. You know. And just the way I would wear my clothes, and there's certain shoes, like you're not gonna wear no heels, or even if someone with a little heel on it. It's the countryside. What you doing? Where you going? You know, your clothes, you're not. Where you going? This is the. Where are you going? You're not going anywhere. Okay, you're right there in the countryside. You just and that's a simple, beautiful life, because the countryside for me is for relaxation. It's for retreating. So this is what you have to know about yourself. It's not I'm a whole person. I'm multiple. I'm multi-purpose or multi-dimensional. So I'm a whole person. So I don't want to stay up in the countryside and just look at outside at the, you know, terrain for the whole 365 days a year. I'm gonna let me say something else. I'm gonna have a man again. I just want to know I will have a relationship again. I will love again. I will be loved again. And my chances in the countryside is a little bit slim. I'm just listening. They say it all the time, like it's about proximity. If you know you want something, where would that something more likely appear? It would more likely appear here. Also, I need to walk down the street and I need to, hey, oh, you looking cutie, oh, fine girl, or whatever. Oh, you look great for your age. Oh, listen, a girl needed. We ain't dead yet. We got a whole lot of life, okay? We got a whole lot of life. And when I come to the city, I remember that. I remember the no limits. I remember the whole thing. I remember I have a whole life. I remember I'm still alive. I remember that. I don't have to choose. I love both. But for a while. Now, I wouldn't even mind doing the city a little bit better. You know, let me say this. I'm actually very happy being in this apartment. I'm happy with my landlady, and I'm happy in the neighborhood. And I'm gonna leave it just like that. When I really think about it, I don't even need, I mean, if I get an upgrade, you know, that'd be great, but I don't want to pay so much rent that I don't get to do my nails and my hair and buy my smell good products and the beautiful products every time. Another thing, this is the biggest part of why I still love both, but I need to be in the city more. I'm a designer, and I need my people to make my stuff, and I also get very inspired by being around other artists and colors and innovative design and what's new and next, I need inspiration too. I need inspiration too. So this is a very inspiring place for me. It just brings out something in me, the city. Well, first of all, my sister said it perfectly, or it could have been my other good friend. I can't remember who said it. They both might have said it. I think it was my other friend, but I was born in the city. I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. My mother was a designer and a model. Like, this in my blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can take the girl to Brooklyn, but you can't take the Brooklyn out. The girl is not going to happen, okay? There's a certain amount of inspiration that cities give me as a city girl. I'm really a city girl who likes the country. I'm not a country girl who likes the city. I'm really a city girl. So clarity here. But I don't want, I got property in the country. It's going to be valuable. I don't know what I'm producing. Don't matter. Land is real estate. Land is money. Land is collateral. Land is a lot of things. Just having it is great. But with the one I got close, I know I'm gonna build the same thing I got going on. I'm paying somebody else for. The buck stops here. We're gonna build our own. We're gonna build a nice little something. I'll go small in the rainy season, and we'll get it together, okay? Little by little, or we'll see how it works out, but it's gonna happen. So, yeah, I love the countryside, and I love the city. And yeah, is it more expensive? Absolutely, you gotta pay for it. Is it as expensive for me as I would pay in the States? No, not even a fraction. If anything, it is a fraction of what I would pay in the States. For me, it works. It works. And yeah, I'm the artist part and the designer part, the designer and that person open to art in so many different ways. I mean, I'm a poet, right? I won Ella Halakasa, she slam. I won third place last year. They're coming up again, and I'm going to submit something so I can still do my poetry. I want to win second place, maybe even first place one time. Like I'm still doing stuff. I'm still a car. For me, it allows me to tap into the agelessness of me. The village is very traditional. So a woman my age is supposed to be doing certain things, be in certain places, not be thinking about dating again, not be thinking about having a man again. No, don't be thinking about that unless you marry a local guy that, no, we're not going to have anything in common, we're not have nothing to talk about. I would be really lying to myself if I killed the part of me that is very city. I like both. I'm happy with both. I'm excited about both. And I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. So, but coming here, I would have never, I would know I'm a city girl because when I was in North Carolina, we had moved out to the country, and it was the country. It was a small town. Even the other people from North Carolina, they never heard of the town. Okay, that's country. That's small town, right? And I was the one that yeah, let's do it. Now the land I would have kept. I would have kept the land. That's why I'm keeping this land. I would have kept the land. I would have done that for sure. But after a while, and even another sister that was a city woman from the States that also moved to the countryside, she was like, me and my husband, we're thinking about getting an apartment in the city. Yeah. I learned from there that I can't do the country all day long. It's just a little getaway. It's like the way the Ghanaians are even thinking about places like the Volta. They see it as a vacation spot. It's just a place for vacation. It's just a place for vacation and possibly maybe have some units to rent to other people. But it's not, but really, I'm getting deeper when I'm talking. I'm really a city girl. And I really need to figure out how to make that happen. That is protection. That is wealth. I build my wealth in the countryside. But no offense, I spend my wealth in the city. And I actually make a lot of my wealth. That's wealth over time. That's, like I said, that's collateral. That's things that build. That's things that appreciate. But my wealth is really through my designs. And if I keep going back in my mind, I can't be here and just say, no, you have a design business, establish it. And also stay around long enough to even get better at it. The potential here is great. The potential for me is absolutely great. I thrive too. The countryside, I sit a lot. When I sit, because I have propensity to high blood pressure, I'm not on drugs and I control it and my blood pressure is great when I'm here. When I'm in the countryside, it goes up. Now that's interesting. It's because, I mean, they say it could be the altitude for me, but it's also because I'm sitting around. I don't really sit around here. I'm on them streets. Especially when I'm working and I'm going to do my art stuff and I'm, getting that is me. The negotiator, the hustler, the here and there, the going to look at different things, to coming up with creative ideas, to designing my own stuff, and also to being serious about selling it. You're going to see that very differently. You're going to see that a lot. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a designer. That is the number one. That is what I do. Everything else is other stuff that nobody really even knows about. You need to know about the countryside. To be honest, it's just my little private place where I go to clear my mind. But I live here, and I cry. And I am a designer, and I have a website called Afrocentrichomedesign. And I'm about to pump it up. We all the way in. The whole foot is in that one. I don't want to build too much of a business in the countryside. It's really, when I come down to it, it's just a little place for me. And having my own, so I don't have to pay nobody else. And a place that if something go down, the city get too bad, whatever it is, I can go there. But I don't plan on my city life getting bad. I'm gonna thrive in the city. And I love it. So it's just that simple. It's no big deal. And we move on. And we love it. And we love it. So yes, so I'm open to dating, but it's not a priority for me anymore. I can buy myself flowers, chocolate, etc., and pour love into myself first. A man who comes to my life has to add value. Yes. Your wealth is your designs. Yes. They really are. Thank you. And yes to all of it. Oh yeah. The dating ourselves and loving ourselves, like I feel like I love on myself. Even to say, oh, I go to the countryside to relax and I'm gonna go in there and do make up stuff or decorate or build. I definitely have that. Here we can see we pouring on self. There's nobody else to pour on. That's the beauty of being with myself, is there is no one else to pour on. I love that. A man for me is just a natural part of who I also am. As passionate I am about all the things I'm passionate about, I really do love a man in my life, and I really do love a partnership, and I really do love that balancing of the masculine and the feminine in my life. I'm just that person. There's something about a man that makes me kind of yield a little bit and don't have to feel like it has to be all happening now or I got to do it all. It's a beautiful thing for me. It's a spiritual thing. It's a natural thing. But I'm glad wherever people are, the ones that's not ready, and you gotta be careful. But I understand that's a survival thing because I used to do it too. Like I want a man, but I'm perfectly happy with myself. And I normally say this because before I put men as a priority, before I put men first, before me. So you're saying no, I'm not gonna do that anymore. But it's so it blurs. I feel like you got to be firm. You got to be definite about the infinite. You got to be definite with the infinite. If you want something, you got to put no buts behind it. You got to do. I'm talking to myself because I do that. No. I'm going to have a man, and it's going to be a beautiful, the most amazing relationship I ever had. I'm gonna have a dope companionship. I do well with companionship. I love having a man. That's a good part of me. It does something. It's a balancing of my divine feminine energy, and I call it in. There's no doubt it's going not. My word will not come back void. It will not. It is a done deal, and so it is. So there we go with that. That's happening. That's already done. Like I'm clear. Like no, this is what it is. This is what I want. This is what I want to get. This is what I need. This is my balance point. This is my. Just like anything else that I want. Just like anything else that you want. But I understand too that that space where that's not necessary. When I feel like a woman says, "Well, right now, I'm just doing me," that's a good reason for just doing you. But a lot of times when I hear that, I do notice it's because when I did do somebody else and not me, it wasn't good for me. It was unhealthy. I think if we can start looking at a relationship just in the way that we pick out, I want that new dress, I can't wait to get it, it's a little expensive, but I'm going to get it. I almost saved the money, but I'm going to get it. I think we need to look at what we want in that way. Not that it's taking anything from us, but that it's adding, like you said, value. But if we say, oh, I want a man that has value, the universe would say, well, what else would you want? How would you, do you want a man that don't have value? It's almost still holding on to that other thing. It's still healing being done. And I get that. Another thing what I'm realizing is, as women, yeah, when you love yourself, you know it. But when you're not coming in perfectly. There's not going to be this super healed whole self, because that's thing. Like, I only deserve a man when I'm totally and absolutely healed in every way. You're not going to be. Sometimes relationships going to help. I think it's okay for two somewhat flawed, we all are beings, to come in. It's the different levels. It's the intention. It's the integrity. It's the desire to do this together. It's the desire to want to be different and better, and will be and have been with yourself. It comes naturally. It's like either you're ready or you're not, and it's okay. But I am all the way. I speak my word and don't play. This ain't no charade. It's the real thing. And I'm going to have that ring in a proverbial way. This is Lisa Marie, and I'm here to stay. Much love and blessings is coming my way. And it ain't going to be no fade. It's going to be the full head of hair. And I don't care if they stare. I know that I'm clear. My man is here. And so it is. All righty. That was spiritual kind of come through. Yes. Hey, it's Jazz. Okay. Oh, thank you for the website, Jasmine. Yes, a partnership. Yes, I want a great man that will be my husband and father of my future children. However, I will no longer bear them. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to press another person, but we must, yes. Got to do the work. And I'm happy for you. I was just saying where I was. But I'm glad you know where you are. I'm just saying where I was. This is the other thing, too. You got to look at it. If you want something, either you got to say to yourself, I'm going to be with those people that want that too. I've learned that too. I made a mistake. As a woman, when you want something and you got friends that be like, well, I'm not really ready and I don't really want that right now and that's not what I want, I tend to say, ooh, I'm going to go give me some new friends. I'm going to give me some new friends that want that too. It's much more exciting. And it's more chance that you're going to actually get it. And then also be around friends that have love and be around friends that are in relationships. It's a beautiful thing. When I see friends that I know that I've been around and I see them in a relationship and it's a good one, I say, wow, yeah, there's nothing wrong with me. Like, why can't I have a good one too? And I know what comes with relationships, but the same thing that comes with living, same thing that comes with working, same thing that comes with owning, same thing that comes with creating. It's always got something that's going to challenge you to be a better person. So for me, oh no. I know that talk and I hear it because that's where you are, and I'm happy that you are in a better place than you were, and I'm happy that you're on a healing journey. But I'm gonna tell you, you're on a healing journey because you're conscious of being on a healing journey. And I want to only be around people that's conscious of being on a healing journey. And I feel like I am on that. But that fun, excitement, but you can't be ready till you're ready. That's what I was saying. I'm not mad at you. You can't be ready till you're ready. We just talk about me. This is where I am. There's no buts. It ain't no ands, buts, ifs about it. And what you see that I'm doing, I want you to know, is I'm denying the other thing that comes in. I'm denying it. I'm not putting in that energy because I can feel all kinds of energy. I'm not putting towards that energy. I'm not feeling that. So eventually people are going to come and be like, girl, me too. I'm treating for my man. I want that too. I see it happening. I see it happening for you. I see it happening for all of us. It's a beautiful thing. That's the energy. I'm redirecting energy. Because listen, if it's the feelings that get the blessings, and if something makes you feel a way, it's the energy that's negative to you. It might not be negative to somebody else, but if I feel the energy, I'll be like, oh, let me change that energy. Let me throw that to the other side. Let me not put that in my energy field. It's energy, but I do love you, and I thank you all so very much. Anyway, I'm very, very hungry. Very, very hungry. And I need to go eat. But I hope that helped you on, I don't even know what the title of this, and both, or countryside versus city. I hope that I brought that to home. And I love you with all my heart. Hey, Irving, how are you? I hope you're wonderful. It's so nice to see you. I'm back in the crowd. City girl vibes. City girl vibes. All right. I'll see you the next one. Love you. Peace.